I said no. Come here.
I really, you got your money. I sure did. I got my money. That was a pretty good idea. I tried to listen to y'all counsel, but I wasn't pretty.
Oh, I was supposed to hear that.
Well, I think I can't have that. But the food you have is not, the food is not all that fattening.
Darian. See your one track mind? No, you supposed to have been getting something for her. What happened?
Everybody wanted to Auntie, can I get on the computer?
You are the moderator. Right now. Otherwise, please hold. There are the conference.
Well, it looks like you want me to sit this stuff on here. Oh, that's what happened. That's what you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tell me.
Get away from me. No. First of all, it don't work. Get
Welcome to the conference center. The service offered by www.nocostconference.com. Please enter your conference ID followed by the pound key. Thank you. Please hold while we validate your conference ID. Conference ID accepted. If you are the moderator, press the star key now. Otherwise, please hold.
These are the process section, whatever that was.
There are 4 participants in the conference. This line is now muted.
Third shift. 3 hours.
Hello.
Nearby computer with their phone. If you're separator. Thank you.
Thank you.
Computer program, that's good.
No, every network stuff. That's my favorite. It's the network servers, that kind of stuff. That's my strong point. I'm the guy that keeps things like people running. No, one with you or just two? Yeah, right. I need some about it. Okay.
So we have any possibilities then?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to pick up with companies. One of them basically help that stuff. So I can do that. Kind of starting out with
Put it in the door though.
yeah, but the other one, what I really want is for a bigger company. They're offering basically $30 starting out. Yeah. Yes, that's right. That's right. True. Come through it, you know. Perfect. You're doing everything.
Delia, you will have to be quiet because that phone has to stay off the hook. And they can hear us talking. So you have to be quiet. No, that's nothing to do.
How about speak? Go speak.
Today is one of those emergencies that we couldn't text yesterday to tell everybody we're going to be running late. That was bad. Did you see the accident coming up?
No, I got off at Shepherd Hill.
Oh, there was a terrible accident, 4-car accident on the southbound, and everybody was rubbernecking.
Oh, so
northbound.
that's why it backed. But it backed up at Shepherd.
Everybody was checking to see if it was a family or a friend that was in the accident.
Marion, get back in here. Why are your clothes like they are? Why your shirt tail out? Your white one shouldn't be showing. Get in and close the door. Services is starting, son.
How are you today?
Good afternoon, brethren. Good afternoon.
Okay, son, what's going on with this phone?
Well, I guess I'm coming through. I can't mute myself.
All right, how are you? Man.
Good afternoon, brethren.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good to see y'all.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so we'll be starting in about 1 minute. I'll give you something.
Sir?
High pitch.
Well, it's raining here in Huntsville. I guess that's purifying the air. I'd like to say hello to all of you who are on our electronic media. We're glad that you can be with us. It's a rainy, dreary day outside, but inside we have cheery hearts and minds and eyes, and also nice smiles. Everyone is glad to be here, so we're glad to have you here. And so I'd like to say that we're very thankful to be here also. I have a card here, all the prayers, cards, phone calls, and concern for me. It warms my heart to know that so many people care. I'm truly blessed to have all of you in my life, and I pray that God will bless each of you in a very special way. We love you all. And Christian love, Sharon Miller and family. I thought that was a very nice card. And also, I think I failed to mention last week, but Mrs. Sandra Escobar fell, and she's in the hospital. So I've been to see her several times this week. And she's doing much better. When I first went to see her pain level was up around 8 over 10. When I saw her yesterday, her pain level was down to 2 over 10. So we can be thankful and we can continue to pray about that she will be okay. Now, let everyone know who's not here today, the services will be at the same time next week, which will be the first Sabbath in December. Is that correct? The second Sabbath in December, services are going to be at 1 p.m. At 1 p.m. Okay? So, I know there has been some questions, and someone had asked me what time services, and so that's what we're going to do. And now, for the local announcements, Sunset here in Huntsville at 521. We have some upcoming events. So, December 5th, Women's Study Group. We fall back an hour, so you'll be meeting at 12:30. Men's Study Group will also be at 12:30. December 19th, we're having the potluck meal. And potluck meal will be after services. And we'll have the prayer update service just before services, which will be about 12:40. Yes.
You said next Sabbath we're going to be meeting at 2:30.
Yes.
So the women's meeting is going to be at 1:30?
December 5th?
Yes, at 1:30 instead of 12:30.
Well, that is correct. It's still at 1:30.
1:30.
Except, yes. Still 1:30. Yes.
If you'd like, I can update the site and give you the times and stuff. I can update the site so everybody can, tell me when you raise the times and stuff. And update it so they can go in and see, the times and everything will change. If you'd like.
I'm sure that'll be fine. The next Sabbath, everything stays the same. It's December 5th. So everything is still the same next Sabbath. And December 12th is when things change. And then the following Sabbath, December 19th, we have potluck. And that will be able to announce the proper time next week. So next week, just come at the same time, and I'll go through things again. And so I like to say that very grateful that all of you have horrible weather here in terms of wet, rainy, damp, cold. Not very cold, but it's really messy outside. And we ask all of you, please be careful and pray for those who are out there traveling and on the roads all over the United States of America, especially on the East Coast. They're having bad weather, so pray for those who've been traveling this Thanksgiving weekend. I'd like to say, hope that all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. But at this time, we will now ask Mr. John Ford to please come, and all of you please rise. And for the song leading, we have Mr. Gerald Chalmers after the opening prayer.
Our Most High and Eternal God and Father who art in heaven, with your Son, Jesus Christ, who is there at your right hand throne, you and he, I come and ask you for all of us, on behalf of all of us and all people, God, who are trying to obey you and do those things that are right in your sight. Help us now throughout this your Sabbath day. Bless any speaking, bless any hearing that we have. Bless us to have the mind and attitude to be grateful that we can come together in this way. Be with us, be with your people who are online or who are on phone hookup or some kind of connection with electronic means. Please bless the speaking, bless the hearing, bless the song service, bless our fellowship, give us your protection. In Jesus Christ's name we thank you. Amen.
Amen.
Good afternoon, brethren.
Good afternoon.
Did you have your hymnals? This is the time that we can participate in regular services and give praises to God. For the lovely week, even though the weather was not so nice today, we and I had a wonderful Thanksgiving day with friends.
Those hymns, Rebecca.
Turn to page 189. Start with that. How many faithful people come? And that's what our hearts and minds should be today. Very thankful. And we'll do all three verses, page number 189.
Praise the song of our
beautiful?
Page 15.
America the Beautiful, page 15. Blessed be the nation God is for. We will do verses 1, 3, and 4. Verses 1 through 4, page number 52. Blessed is the nation God is for.
Entitled Women with Choices That Are Legendary, brought to us by the Huntsvillechurchofgod.
Greetings to all, those that are on electronic media and those that are here. We certainly give thanks to God Almighty, to Jesus Christ, for this week and for this week of many, many before us who laid the law down, a day of thanksgiving which we all as a nation observe. Not the world, just the nation of America. Now, I received this from my electronic media this past week, and they asked if I would share with you. And I thought, well, yeah, this is a good opportunity to share this with me. But this was someone that he and his wife had an opportunity to share with their friends Thanksgiving for God and by God Almighty with his friends. After all, we're all children of God, and God is our Father. It starts off, thankful for the Proverbs 31 book. This is the week we were encouraged to be mindful and thankful about the blessings God has bestowed on this great nation we have the privilege to live in. Integral to that are the mothers and wives he has blessed us with. In 1 Corinthians 7:34 in the New King James Version, it goes like this. There is a difference between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman cares about the things of the Lord, that she may be holy both in body and in spirit. But she who is married cares about the things of the world. It is how she may please her husband. The cares of the world. What does Paul mean? That's not a contradiction. 1 John, he said, he does not mean love not for things in the world, but love that leads to sin and not having the love of God in you. He's not talking about that. He says the last part of the verse, cares of the world. One of the women, one of the legendary women, was quoted, what we read about in the New Testament, was Martha, the very brother of Lazarus. And she was caught up in the distractions of the world when Jesus Christ came to resurrect her brother. And this is kind of what this is saying. This is saying, don't be caught up in the distractions of the world. You know, keep our mind on Jesus Christ. It says, and the husband should be an example of how she may be pleased, and by extension her family and children and so on. Cares about the things of the world are also responsibility to her family. In Proverbs 31:1. Proverbs 31:13, 15, and 18, just a few of the verses. It says, our wives, mothers, willing, workly with their hands and feet, provide clothing and household needs for her family. Number 2, our wives, mothers will do whatever is necessary. Day or night, provide food for her family and anyone living in their household. That reminds me of God the Father and his mercy upon all mankind, which we don't deserve. But he does what he can and more to help us to want his mercy. Also, Proverbs 31 perceives that the merchandise have confidence in their purchase decisions, and they are continually mindful when opportunities arise in today's jargon. She does not go to sleep at the wheel. The lights are taken advantage of, even if it is not. So this is an opportunity for us to truly be thankful for the mother and the wife
that God has given us, as well as being thankful for God and His plan. You see, if it wasn't for God's plan, we wouldn't have mothers. We wouldn't have wives as we know them. Because that's not the way God started out. This started out with all of these, the sky, and the clouds, the animals, and then there was man. And the man was alone. And then came woman. Then came the wife. And then after that, she was given the opportunity to follow her husband, but that didn't work out. So, one of her duties was to have children. And so God used this as an opportunity to expand His family. Continually to expand His family. So we call our wives and our mothers the characteristics, Christ-like characteristics that are in the Proverbs 31 woman. We did that this Thanksgiving when so many of us enjoyed, and maybe you didn't sit down to a family, maybe you went out to buy something. But I can guarantee you that thoughts and effort went into it someone by some woman's kind and precious hand. What a pleasure it was to be a part of that special day. And a day for that we should not forget, but a day that we should be thankful, thankful, thankful. You know, and I have to keep in mind, as you should keep in mind, you know, that there were women who had a lot of choices. There were women who were legendary women that talked about in the New Testament. They had choices to make, whether or not they were going to follow Jesus Christ, whether or not they were going to pay the price. And I just want to say that a few of those women, Mary Magdalene, who wholeheartedly served and followed Jesus Christ. And then there was a woman who was caught in adultery. Jesus Christ, you know, had mercy instead of death on her. Then there was the brokenness and the Samaritan woman who accepted what Jesus Christ at the well. At the well, she decided, hey, well, look, Christ has something to offer, which I want. It wasn't just husbands, because she had had many husbands, but she wasn't satisfied. But she did receive what Jesus Christ had to offer. And another one of the women we can keep in mind is Mary, who was at the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. She cared enough to be there. You know, there are a lot of people that Jesus Christ came into a relationship with in the New Testament. They weren't mentioned in the Bible as being at the crucifixion. But this lady, one of 7 Marys, and she was named as Mary. Then there was the Canaanite woman, whose faith, humility, and persistence moved Jesus. You may remember her, because she was the one that prayed to Jesus Christ that He would heal her daughter. Her daughter had some type of demon. And boy, she prayed and she was persistent. And Christ told her, well, look, even the puppies don't get the crumbs. And she said, Christ, even the puppies get the crumbs off the table. And she was persistent with the God of the world to give her a blessing. And the mercy of Christ was expanded upon her. So it goes to show that we certainly that we can learn lessons from many women that are in the Bible. We have one more I want to tell you about. And this is the woman from Syrophoenician woman. That's what I was talking about just now. But there was one more, and this is the lady that she had gone 12 years with bleeding. Sometimes, men don't quite get into their mind what it is to have an open, sore in you. And then this lady had gone 12 years, and she had spent all the money. She had, gone to the doctor. The doctor said, well, we've done all we can do. And she made up in her mind that, look, I can just touch. For him is God. I don't have to have a conversation with him. Oh, no, I don't have to go and play with him. If I can just touch some of his character, I'll be made whole. And Jesus Christ felt the virtue leave out of him when she made that touch. And he was in a crowd, and Jesus Christ said, who touched me? Sacrificial Christ. Well, you know, we're all around you, you know. We don't know who touched you. And the lady gave her story. Well, we see to all of us, and to men especially, you know that Jesus Christ is the Father of us all. And we should always give thanks and be thankful to Him. But remember in our Thanksgiving, the choices of the women that have gone before us, that Jesus Christ held up, and that He mentioned in the New Testament, and that we too can look at and see in our daily lives the women that has truly helped us become who we are. Thank you now, and I hope this has been helpful to each of you, that this serves to everyone who seeks to follow God, that we must stay vigilant and make good choices.
Thank you, Mr. Foy. I can second his comment regarding Thanksgiving this past week and the sacrifice that the ladies made. And you know that Minister knows just giving that one meal. And it's not just that, but what our ladies do for us, and our wives, the mothers, and the rest of us are our sisters. It's just, we so deeply appreciate you and are thankful for you all and everything you do. You'll rise. During page 63, we'll do one more hymn before the main message. I can find it here. That's the first problem, finding the page, and then the next problem is reading the words if you don't already know them by heart. So it's a challenge for these old eyes. God is our refuge, page number 63.
passed by getting a hookup, so I had to go back to the hookup. My fault. I would like to say to all of you that Mr. and Mrs. Lowry, 2 weeks ago, they did sell their home, and they're hoping to come back and be with us one more time. They're going to look for another home, and so they want me to say hello to all of you and let all of you know that. And certainly, as a very thankful time has come and gone, which is Thanksgiving. Hope each of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Eating pie, desserts of all types, turkey, barbecue, whatever you had. I hope you had a good time with your family and friends. And I hope that your appetite was satisfied, and I hope that you didn't eat too much and that you don't fall asleep today. But as we are thankful in America, we know that it's only in America that we celebrate Thanksgiving. On a particular day we do, because Canada's already had their Thanksgiving. And so it was something that was unique to us. But still, as we look around us, we still see around us, we still see hunger and fighting and war and sickness and death. And so the world is not at all very thankful. But I wonder, are we thankful for the 7 statements of wisdom? And as I go through the message today, I'm asking the question, are we thankful for the 7 statements of wisdom? I'm just going to state what they are, then I'm going to show you in Proverbs how these things are mentioned, and then later on I'll be giving sermons about the 7 statements of wisdom. Because number one, statement of wisdom, a price has been paid. A price has been paid. Number 2, one must maintain and eat and drink the proper diet. I know that we all probably not that concerned, and I think yesterday was probably the day not to be concerned about dieting. But that's number 2. One must maintain and eat the proper diet. Number 3, one, wherever you are, will be given needed strength. But you know, brethren, with the wars and things that are going on in the world, I wonder, do we think a lot about the fact of a statement of wisdom? There is a future takeover that's going to occur. A future, this is number 4, a future takeover is going to occur. And number 5, statement of wisdom, is that the enemy will be restrained. The enemy will be restrained. Right now, it's hard to know who the enemy is, whether or not it's Syria or ISIS, and Russia, and all the problems. There's a lot of confusion in the world. But the 5th statement of wisdom is the enemy will be restrained. The 6th statement of wisdom is there's going to be a rebuilding and restoration that's going to happen. That's number 6. A rebuilding and restoration will happen. Number 7, after rebuilding and after restoration, number 7 statement of wisdom is all things remain new. Let's turn to Proverbs chapter 9. Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 10, it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. It says in Proverbs 9 and verse 10, The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The knowledge of the holy is understanding. I want to make sure that we all understand is that why God is doing what he's doing is the understanding that wisdom gives us why God is doing what he's doing. And so today I want us to go through and look at what it says in Proverbs chapter 8. Because in the future I will be giving a sermon on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 statements of wisdom. Today is an introduction. Because we should be thankful for the 7 statements of wisdom. And we should be looking for these things to happen that wisdom has said are going to take place. So in Proverbs chapter 8, verse 1, it says, "Does not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice?" A question is, 2 questions are being asked. Because, brethren, sure, we had some very good choices of songs today before services, and I hope most of us had a very good Thanksgiving. Plenty of food and all. But we have to understand wisdom is crying in the streets. Verse 2 of chapter 8 of Proverbs. Wisdom stands at the top of the high places, by the way in the places of the path. Wisdom cries at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming at the door. Speaking about wisdom, we should know what the 7 statements of wisdom are, and we should be thankful for the 7 statements of wisdom. Because wisdom cries at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the door. Verse 4 of Proverbs chapter 8. "Unto you, O men, are called, my voice is to the sons of men." This is wisdom speaking. Verse 5. "All you simple, understand wisdom. And you fools, be you of an understanding heart." That is, know why. Because wisdom tells you how and when. And understanding tells us why God is doing what he's doing. And so it says here in verse 5, "O simple, understand wisdom, and you fools, be you of an understanding heart." See, brethren, we are called to understand these 7 statements of wisdom. And as we understand these 7 statements of wisdom, we can be more thankful as we look around us, as we see the things that are going on in the world. We can be thankful that the 7 statements of wisdom are coming and will come to pass. Verse 6, "Here I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things." Verse 7, "But my mouth shall speak truth." What is truth? God's word is truth. And wickedness is an abomination to God's lips. What we're living in and what's around us, a lot of abomination, a lot of sin that's all around us, war and poverty. But these verses here